All right, man. Torture Talk After Hours. So, is this Kendrick Lamar verse? I keep thinking about it. And is this going to actually break the chains of label slavery? Is he revealing something in this verse that's going to basically destroy or change the mindset of a lot of hip hop artists when it comes to this whole thing? And is this the reason why they kind of like blocking this or trying to stop this verse from coming out? Let's get into it, man. You already know what it is. Torture Talk After Hours. Let's go. All right, man. So let's get it, man. Let's go.
Close your eyes for 10 seconds. Hear the stadium lights hum, smell the pyrotechnics, and feel 40,000 fans vibrating in unison. Now open them. You're not in Crypto.com arena. You're deep inside the fluorescent guts of Universal Music Group's LA headquarters. In the center of a mahogany conference table lies one USB drive. Written in Sharpie, Clips X Kendrick, do not play. Every exec in the room knows if those files leak. Drake's streaming chokehold snaps like a glow stick at Coachella. But one person is already reaching for the unplugged mic. And tonight, that hand belongs to Pusha T. December, Virginia Beach. Clips, Pusha T, and No Malice lock their final mix on Let God Sort 'Em Out, their first album since 1999. Kendrick's verse on Chains and Whips detonates in bar 3. The studio audience gives a standing ovation before the 808 even lands. Within 48 hours, Def Jam's legal team emails a polite threat. Please secure lyrical revisions per Section 4B of the Morality Rider. Translation: tell Pulitzer Kenny to muzzle the Drake bars, or we'll ice the entire album. Push fires back forward.
So, all right, I'm getting a lot of conflicting stories about this. Some people saying that this verse is about Drake. Some people saying that this verse isn't about Drake. Some people saying that this verse is about the industry. But I don't know. But from what I know, from what I see, this verse must be very impactful because they literally dropped them or basically let them out their contract because of this verse. So they probably don't want to have this blood on their hands. They like, nah, we can't. We're not going to allow this to go on over here. But I don't know, man. This is very deep. This is deep. Y'all think this is deep? Think about it, right? A record label would rather get rid of a legacy act instead of letting the verse rock. That's crazy.
We don't censor profits. Negotiations implode. He wires 7 figures, real currency, not crypto, to buy back the masters and walks out of a 3-album contract. Pitchfork, Hip Hop DX, and TMZ light the signal fires. Memes flood timelines. Drake as Emperor Palpatine. Push as Mace Windu. Kendrick brandishing a lightsaber made of Grammys. Shareholders? They start praying in Slack. If you respect an artist who'll burn $1 million just to keep one verse intact, drop a like it's a pipe bomb off the top rope. And if you believe censorship should tap out clean, hammer subscribe. It's free, faster than Drake filing another cease and desist, and it feeds the algorithm raw authenticity.
I'm sorry, man. I just don't understand how we allow this to just go on. Like, I'm still mind blown by us as hip hop fans are allowing someone to send cease and desist letters to other artists as rappers. I just don't. I'm so mind blown that this is just like something that y'all are just okay with. Like, I thought that this was hip hop. I got a lot to say, man. I got a lot to say.
Do the math. Drake pulled 2.8 billion streams in 2024. At half a penny each, that's 14 million before merch. If Kendrick and Push delay just 10% of that traffic, a quarterly report arrives wearing a neck brace. Investors hate neck braces, but numbers are half the story. Narrative is the other. UMG banked on Drake sound, tracking summer playlists, corporate tie-ins, Sprite, Nike, that weird scented candle collab. A scorched earth Kendrick verse turns endorsement meetings into depositions. So the label thinks small, smother the verse, smother the risk. Irony just applied for overtime. 2012, Exodus 23 verse 1. 2018, Story of Adidon. 2023, Drake's Search and Rescue, Kendrick's subliminals on Baby Keem's Hillbillies. Rap Twitter turns into an FBI evidence board. Now add Jay-Z's chess moves and the beef balloons like MCU Phase 7.
That's true. That's absolutely true. This been a long time coming for Drake, and I think that the record labels knew this, but Drake still has a lot of currency on his back as far as like Drake has a lot of pull still when it comes to like money and fans. They know he has a big stranglehold on the music industry when it comes to money wise. Kendrick Lamar is what I call a disruptor. Like he's someone that comes in and changes everything. And I think that's where that's what happened with Drake. He didn't foresee this coming because he didn't know that Kendrick Lamar had this much power. Kendrick Lamar been building his power for years while Drake been coasting. And now we see Kendrick on full display and Drake don't know what to do. He really doesn't. So he most likely did try to get that verse block. And you see what happened.
Jay-Z, once captain of Def Jam, now pilots the Rock Nation super yacht. He hears Push's SOS, FaceTimes. Remember when they told me change clothes? I changed labels instead. Overnight, he offers distribution. Full creative control, zero bleeps. The ex-captain rescues the crew from the ship he once steered. TikTok creators stage POV skits. You're the intern assigned to tell Drake about Kendrick's verse. Barbershop's pause fades to debate metaphors. A Compton mural of Kendrick dodging label bullets becomes a pilgrimage site. Professors assign essays on intellectual property versus corporate oversight. Culture's Richter scale spikes. Rumor. A 20-second snippet lands in a private Discord. Kendrick flips. I turn majors into minors, give them lessons mid-bar. UMG DMCA strikes hit faster than Fortnite patches. But the clip resurfaces pitched, reversed, slowed, and reverbed. Digital whack-a-mole becomes performance art. Still locked in? Suplex that like button, sharpshooter subscribe, and leg drop the bell so hard your phone files for...
So this verse is not only about Kendrick, about Drake, is more about the music industry and what he's trying to probably give gems to people who are coming up and telling them like these major labels ain't really where it's at. Like I'm telling y'all now. And I think that maybe that's what this is. I'm trying to figure it out, but I can't put my finger on it.
Comp. Next segment, we unpack the legal grenades. Don't miss a spark. The fader reveals UMG invoked an antiquated moral turpitude clause once aimed at jazz revolutionaries. Rock Nation lawyers fire back. Hip-hop is protected speech. See Campbell v/Back. A cuff rose. One lawyer quips, if Two Live Crew can parody Roy Orbison, Kendrick can parody corporate greed. Stock traders smell chaos. UMG market cap drops as shorts pile up. 32 vocal layers, sub-bass mimicking clanking iron, Otis Redding sample morphing into cybersynths. Kendrick's voice pans LR like dueling legal teams. Push's hook, let God sort the suits, we sort the loot. Pharrell scraps 3 beats post-censorship email. If they want safe, give them unsafe times 10. Final mix ends with an 808 synced to a real gun cock. Legal melted, artists kept it. Atlanta, London.
This might be the verse of the century. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm calling it now. This may be one of the greatest verses ever written. I'm calling it right now. And I think that a lot of people, especially in the music industry, they're not ready for this. I'm telling y'all right now, this may be the greatest verse ever created. Because if you're doing all of this to prevent a verse from coming out, there's something that's probably controversial or whatever you want to call it. But I'm telling you now, this is going to be crazy.
OVO engineers book studios back-to-back. Drake toys with orchestral discs. Maybe drop a soothing summer anthem instead. Risk calculus. Lyrical evisceration versus quarter-padded vibes. Kendrick's camp quietly registers good kid mad lawyers. Subtle, dangerous. Billboards tease shackles morphing into microphones. Apple Music begs for Dolby Atmos. Jay might decline just to flex. Pre-saves crush Clips' career highs in 12 hours before a single official note. SEC filings show reputational risk redactions thicker than UFO docs. Fans crowdfund a right-to-art lawsuit, half joke, half warning. In Canada, reporters ambush Drake. He smiles, tips $600. Pusha tweets a single chest pawn emoji. Kendrick posts an empty studio chair caption, "Can't censor the ghost seat." Internet short circuits. Hot 97 vows to spin the uncensored cut. SiriusXM preps a midnight special with Questlove commentary. Spotify's Rap Caviar tweets, "Culture wins this summer. Let the suits sweat." Once satellite waves it, MP3 rips will spread like flash paper. Open source nerds feed rumored lyrics into AI voice models. Deep fake versions flood SoundCloud. Legal frantically fires takedowns, but code outruns cease and desists.
I'm sitting here wondering what the hell is he talking about. Then I realize he's going through the timeline of what's going to happen with this verse when this verse comes out. I'm like, what is he talking about? And I know this is an AI overdub, but it's all good. I mean, everybody's doing it, so it's no big deal. I won't do it, but you know what I'm saying? I see that people doing it, but it's all good. You know, but yeah, I see that's what this is. I'm like, what is he talking about?
12 p.m.
Then I realize it.
Congratulations, labels. You just accelerated the tech you feared most. From Hollywood writers' strikes to TikTok comedians, the question echoes. Who owns expression? The artist or distributor? Pusha, Kendrick, Jay just drafted the Battlefield blueprint. Contracts will never look the same after Labor Day. Here are the final predictions. 1. Album drops uncensored. Streams crash servers. 2. Drake replies with a Just Raps 16. Reaction channels feast. 3. UMG's next investor call uses phrases like creative, autonomy initiative. 4. Grammys invent best rebel anthem, maybe. 1973, Carlin, 1988, NWA, 1992, Ice-T, 2001 Nas, 2015 Tyler, and now 2025 Clips versus UMG. Same pattern, censor heat, build steam. Chicago graph pieces reading Let God Speak, LA skate flash mobs.
I'm surprised he didn't add Kendrick in there. I mean, not Kendrick, Eminem in there. Eminem been doing that type of stuff for a long time. He's been going against the machine for a while. He was probably the king of, Eminem is one of the top guys when it comes to censorship. Definitely. They try to remove a lot of his songs. So let's keep going.
Dancing to imaginary Shazam IDs, Howard University extra credit breakdowns, Tokyo sneaker discounts for pre-saves. This isn't marketing. It's hip-hop's version of a general strike. Goldman analysts link a 2.5% UMG dip to the Pitchfork scoop, over $1 billion in market cap vaporized by 2 uncensored verses. Rock Nation's valuation climbs. Wall Street just learned artistic integrity is a commodity. UMG was a #1 seed, cruising till Kendrick drained a half-court buzzer beater. Mid-majors like Empire and 300 Entertainment smell Cinderella runs. Risk auditors may soon be ex-battle rappers. Talk about synergy. Startup Clangverse partners with Rock Nation. Fans navigate a digital maze of label boardrooms, unlock each verse like boss fights. Final boss is Drake's avatar. Welcome to experiential releases. Good luck censoring those. Sound off below. Should labels ever yank lyrics for brand safety, or must sponsors adapt? Best comment gets pinned and read aloud next episode. Full shout out. Don't sleep. If
we are dealing with a business here, and is it possible that a label can see? I'm kind of on the fence with this because sometimes I agree, sometimes I disagree. It's very hard to have a position on this because you want to look at it from a business standpoint, but you also want to look at it from a freedom of speech standpoint. You know what I'm saying? But the business has to know that some things, even under the Freedom of Speech Act, can affect the business. And people have to understand that. But also, the business has to understand you can't really cut artist expression. You know what I'm saying? Because artist expression is the reason why you signed them. So it's a very difficult situation. I would hate to be the business. I mean,
Chains and Whips sells 500,000 first week, expect Kendrick and AP Lit, museum exhibits, Netflix docs, church sermons. That's the butterfly effect of one verse escaping a cage. Network A. Profanity-laden rap threatens America's moral fabric. Vice. Corporate silencing fails, rap renaissance rises. Your uncle's Facebook. Minion meme about free speech. Quadruple entendre on clipping wings. Clips. Label censorship. Drake's owl. Angel metaphors. Kendrick closes. Freedom's not a feature, it's a fee. Push. Charge it to the game. I just paid tuition. Forums will melt harder than after Control. 3 giants kicked in a boardroom door. And behind it stands every rapper who ever swallowed a line for radio. The war is creativity versus containment, and you with the earbuds are frontline infantry. Kendrick writes bars while Rock Nation attorneys annotate possible defenses. Each metaphor doubles as legal commentary, lyrics ready to serve as Exhibit A. Brazilian Bale remixes, Lagos Afrobeats cosigns, K-pop translations, censorship meets global connectivity, culture crossbreeds faster than rabbit memes in spring, 7.8 million social posts pre-release, sentiment 82% hype. That equals Taylor Swift re-records and Dwarf certified lover boy chatter. Numbers trump fear. Mobile minigame Verse Heist hits 1 million downloads overnight. Fans dodge lawyers, collect digital master tapes. Spectators become co-conspirators. Censorship never stood a chance. Kendrick battles insomnia. Push skips vacations. Malice fasts 3 days. Censorship is...
yeah, I understand what he's saying. And this is basically the after effects of what would happen once this verse hits. He went from before the verse to when the verse hits and after the after effect. I understand. Now the after effect of this verse is going to be, it's going to be catastrophic to a lot of record labels, because Kendrick Lamar, when he speaks, people tend to listen. This is not just something that you just can gloss over, you know?
Abstract. Real creatives pay the toll. Pharrell layers, rattling chains to spite the silence. Engineer adds legal disclaimers on channel strips. Art and litigation share the same console. Invite-only rooms, phone-free zones, archival footage of Def Jam's birth morphing into a giant censored stamp that explodes into waveforms. People leave crying and hugging strangers. Ava DuVernay's 4-part series Off the Record drops 2026 unseen studio footage, dramatized court filings, the Discord admin who almost got sued into the Stone Age, poll battles in our community tab, live stream on drop night, pause between tracks, dissect Easter eggs and stock graphs. Don't just consume, co-create. July 11 approaches like a meteor. When Chains and Whips roars through your headphones, remember you witnessed artists who paid money, reputation, sleepless nights to keep bars uncuffed. Smash like, uppercut subscribe, and share with anyone convinced industry standard means artist silence.
Yeah, I understand. I'm telling y'all now, this is going to be one of the greatest verses of all time. I think that just be prepared. July 11th. Be prepared for it, because if they're going through all this to stop this verse, this is something that I think they definitely didn't want to get out. So thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Torture Talk After Hours. You know what it is. See y'all. Peace.